dito sa group stage natin being 0-4 at this very moment. And yeah, Josh, actually, there's a bit of history between itong xSOLOQUEue at itong BNG. And it goes down dito kay Kim, of course. Kim, former player dito ng Vengeance, has made his way dito sa xSOLOQUEue from sniper to entry. Granted, I was told that he wasn't comfortable at first, but he kind of got used to the way of things of being the entry and diving in headfirst dito sa mga kalaban natin. And Vengeance, of course, fielding some players here as well. So, napakaganda naman yung second best of 3 natin of the day. If you guys don't know, BST and HG is going to be right after this. Match SP versus Vengeance with their second game of the day for the last series. Pero yun na nga, I mean, xSOLOQUEue, they've been looking really good this entire group stage natin, only notching in 1 loss in the entirety of yung group stage, and that is against itong MJD. That went all the way to 3 maps. Unfortunately, they did fall dito sa ating Black Widow. But we're gonna take a look at the lineups, of course, and we are gonna take a look-see kung sino man yung nandito. Of course, it is the classic xSOLOQUEue. Ikas, Kim, RTA, Luke, at itong si Min8.
Yeah. I think, of course, Jake or Luke or...
You got
how are we still making this joke over to... But yeah, I think as the sniper for xSOLOQUEue, they've been able to do so well to provide pressure on one side of the map when it comes to the extremities of the map as well. And with Kim able to open up sides like that with the rest of the squad behind him, this makes for a very strong xSOLOQUEue squad that you know, admittedly, they didn't look good at the start of the group stage, but it seems to me that they're starting to find their final form here as we move forward.
Yeah, and we're gonna take a look at BNG, of course. Speaking of rough starts para sa kanila dito, fortunately, the team has not yet to win a series in this entire tournament. However, may mga ibang series naman, no, para dito sa Vengeance na umabot sila ng Map 3. They did have the BST series, of course. That was on Black Widow where they got that singular map. They even took itong Herbie Gaming team all the way up to 3 maps with, ironically, another Black Widow. But so far, nga, no, series is still pretty far away galing sa kanila dito. Granted, there's some really good performance galing kay CBT, Nomel, at dito kay JW. I mean, AL and Garl, they've been coming alive from time to time, but they need to have all members online for this particular series. But you're gonna have the map dito, of course, expecting itong Vengeance to pull out Black Widow. Of course, that has netted them most success dito sa mga mapa natin. Ang Kara can also be a choice para dito sa ating xSOLOQUEue na squad. And yeah, Port could be map 3, but we're gonna have to wait and see when the veto comes.
Yeah, I think things have been pretty much a mess for Vengeance recently.
Alright, they just called it out.
Yep. No Black Widow, no Ankara here. That's gonna be a cop-out for them, but we're starting on sub-base for Vengeance. If you notice, actually, over the last few weeks, Vengeance, they've kind of been put through the ringer, man. They went up against some of the hardest teams to go up against. We had that match against Execration just the other day. They had to go up against Basti Landgamer yesterday as well. I mean, when you think about it, Vengeance, they essentially have gone through the worst, I think.
Yeah, the schedule was so rigorous. Yun nga, no, para dito sa ating Vengeance squad. And every single time that yun nga, they tried to kind of power through, fortunately, it didn't happen. I like to respect fans, though, galing dito sa VNG at dito sa xSOLOQUEue. Obviously, Ankara is the best map dito ng ating SQ squad, and VNG's best map is that Black Widow. So instead, we are gonna go sub-base and compound para sa map 1 and 2 natin. And Port, I kinda called yung Port because knowing itong VNG, they do not want to play Eagle Eye and or Mexico as well as itong XQ. So, you know, it could be an interesting series. No? Both teams not really in the map that they so choose to do so, as per usual dito pare.
Yeah, and I like that. That means that they've actually studied and they know how each of these teams plays. But now, with that being said, we're gonna go straight over onto sub-base Min8. First point of contact. Does see a few elbows, a few arms, but cannot connect any of the bullets just yet. So xSOLOQUEue not having the easiest start out here, knowing that Vengeance, they're really cognizant of the fact that, of course, Min8 likes those early engagements, and they're not gonna give them away for free.
That's for sure. Second big control, though, for the boys over at xSOLOQUEue. Pero i-deny muna ang ating TNT na squad with that smoke. Smoke is a bit bit shallow though, no? Para dito sa VNG, hindi man lang umabot dito sa pinto. So, there's a bit of space that you can take on that second hit side. But xSOLOQUEue, they're just gonna back off. Maybe they're kind of worried, no? Na baka umangket dito si Numel, dito si Kep, and try to see if they can make a sandwich going.
Yeah. Nothing has happened just yet. I think some more exploration necessary for xSOLOQUEue before they fully commit to something. But Kim being the first point of contact, not working out, falling at the hands of the leader. The double peak coming in from them as well. JW, bait and switch is taken advantage of by the Vengeance Squad. You're keeping them off right now. And Carl as well, somehow, some way. xSOLOQUEue cannot catch a break in this round, Sneaky. They're falling apart one by one.
Yeah, just making sure every single angle is covered. Dito ng ating Vengeance Squad taking full advantage of that sub-base GR side. It's pretty hard to penetrate when everyone is just in their just positions dito, pare. And yun nga, wala mahanap to yung xSOLOQUEue, whether they go second mid, passage, or this locker room side. JW is gonna take down itong si Binate for getting a bit too frisky on that outside play. Pero nakapasok na sila dito sa LR. Luke getting itong si AL. Ecos not checking 3F. Carl with the rough spray pero nakuha na pa rin dito si Ecos. Can he get 3? Mukhang hindi. Pero Luke out of nowhere getting 2 and RTA is gonna get that last one. What a swifty round. Grabe. Just.
Oh man, these rounds are getting weird, man. I don't know what the heck.
We're screaming 2 different names too, man. That's funny.
It's so funny. It's so funny.
Duke.
Jake Lake. God, make it stop. Anyway, yeah, this weird precedent between these two teams. I don't know what's going on. Maybe there's something wrong in the comms of xSOLOQUEue in that the first round. Now Vengeance suddenly falling apart as well. But it looks to me that they need some time to warm up. No, don't you think?
Yeah, that thinking from Luke was crazy though, man. Feeling ko kung hindi niya nakuha yun. Yeah, that would have been round over and we would be into 2-0. With Vengeance still in the lead. But both of the players deciding to peek into LR is not really the best idea, no? Fully knowing that Luke is around the corner and she's been the MVP for the past few times. So you gotta need to respect it. You just gotta hold the more advantageous angles. And the xSOLOQUEue, they get the first round because of it. But RTA was also hitting some shots, pare.
Yeah. Ooh, Kim. First kill for him here, who has not had the smoothest time as the entry so far. But elsewhere on the map, CBT will take down Ekos. And things are getting weird again, Sneaky. I don't know what's in the water for both these teams.
Yeah, Luke is entering this time. And this isn't something that we don't really see as per usual. Pero RTA, nakuha na ka CBT. Pero AL, tamang tibay lang dito sa B-site. Hindi niya makukuha dito si AL. Kim with a miss. Binate, the only one left alive. Pero magdidikit na yung last 2 players ng Vengeance on towards that B site. Pero tignan mo naman, if Binate gets the plant down and he gets into a really good position, no, this could be really dangerous para sa Vengeance. Especially, he's gonna get that first peek dito sa missile. No, he just goes to Wag instead.
That's an interesting choice. I think he's gonna try and
Oh, no.
What? Excuse me, Binate? I thought he was a goner. Now he has the flash out of the open. 23 seconds on the clock. Out through si Kip, si paring AL. He's making his way forward, but he's so close to the bomb. He could essentially defuse it right here, right now. Now in the Danes, dealing the damage over onto Binate. But look at that. The 2v1 on the clutch. What is that?
Ayun na nga yung sinasabi ko. I mean, you leave a bit of space para dito kay Binate na laruin itong A-site natin. He is gonna play it very, very well. That shot dun sa woods, though, was crazy. Mid-jump, quick scope. Man didn't have a chance to react whatsoever.
I don't know how he won that fight, man.
It's Binate.
It's Binate.
That's just how he works.
Oh, that's an early smoke coming in from Namel. To be checked out. Ekos, 0 caution to be spoken of. Takes down Namel here on the way inside with Binate as well. Good for the kill over onto AL. Now the flashes are flying out in the air. Vengeance suddenly, as the smoke clears out to the last 2 players, but Carl, he gets 1. They're gonna have to reunite here. Egos takes down the sniper. It's all gonna be up to Carl. 1v4 and the backstab from Luke. That's gonna be it again. xSOLOQUEue activated.
Yeah, that's a good call. Honestly, on xSOLOQUEue, feeling ko na-recognize sila last round na si Kamil lang yata yung nakabantay dito sa A-site natin. And they just sent it. They just sent it fully. That's 4 against 1. Not really fair. But what is xSOLOQUEue gonna do this time? Bit of a spread dito sa passage at dito sa machine room. This is a good angle though, galing kay Luke. Pero CBT somehow gets si Kim. There we go. Says hi to his former teammate, pare. Sabi niya,
Why you
"What's
leave?
up, man? Vents is mine."
But there. First kill, the entry being gone for xSOLOQUEue. A little bit of a wrench in the mix for them. Although, to be fair, I don't think any of the other xSOLOQUEue members are afraid, so to speak, of being that first entry. Look at where RTA is as well. They're a little too cautious of Vent, perhaps cognizant of the fact that there might be someone pushing up through there. But Vengeance they're doing nothing, right? They're just waiting for it. No over aggression. They're just gonna be playing nice, normal, honest crossfire.
Yep. Oh, Ikos spotting si Carl. Where is the guy on the left side? Ayan's gonna be with the two-man. Pero Ikos, nakita pa nga rin dito si Carl. Nako po, naubos na yung mga B players natin dito. 2 kills with the Colt and Luke. She is ice cold with the entries. JW na lang natitira with the sniper. What can you do, my friend? I mean, does take down si Ikos. Okay, Ikos.
Okay.
You gotta calm down, brother.
Yep. Gotta chill out a little bit. It is 1v3 though, so it's next to impossible to do it. And there you go, Luke with the last kill cleaning it up. xSOLOQUEue now with the momentum for sure.
For sure. BL side pa naman. This is BL side of subbase, by the way, and this should not happen.
It should not
at
be
all.
happening, yeah.
So, not sure what is happening on the side of Vengeance. Maybe they just couldn't take the entire force ng ating xSOLOQUEue squad. Maybe they're not expecting them to be playing as together as they are right now. But you got to remember, pick to ng Vengeance, by the way. So, yeah, they're gonna need to get some rounds on the board, especially nasa GR side pa naman sila at this very moment. But look at the amount of control na nakuha na ng xSOLOQUEue. They have lockers already.
I don't know how or why the call is to be playing this far back for Vengeance. They're essentially playing inside the jail, inside the shutters. Now it's going to be a trade that kills both sides. Namel going to be good for 2 on the way inside. Kim with the entry. Now they're going to have missile, but look at Minate. Slowly lurking doing
he's gonna get spotted.
second mid. He knows Namel, the timing, but AL on the other side as well. A little bit easier. And Carl with the timing. I don't know how, I don't know why they get themselves inside and stuck in this 1v1 brawl. AL spraying down Luke, who is so low on health right now. It's a game of ring around the rosy for them. Hiding behind the pillar, staying alive somehow. AL baits out the entire magazine from Luke and upsets the round.
4-2 VNG. Buti na lang nakakat si AL no, just in time to punish itong si Binate. That would have been a disaster coming in from the shutter side. And yeah, I mean, Vengeance, there we go. Get some rounds on the board, boys. You need that dito sa GR side especially. And yeah, I mean, now the defense kind of works that they're that far back. Binate punished for his overconfidence, trying to peek itong outside. And xSOLOQUEue starting things off with a 4v5. But of course, Luke, di naman siya. She's not a stranger to the sniper, no. So still, they're gonna have their toes on point. Oh, yun lang. XQ getting into the site. Kim is gonna get the ALJW with one in return. 3 versus 4. They need to keep control of Woods. Ikos, nakita na nga si Carl. But Vengeance maybe fist fighting too hard, man.
Yeah. Done all this damage here. Caught the rotation out from there. And now it's going to be an awkward defense for Vengeance on B. As you can see, they're actually making their way up through MR. Luke's already here inside machine room. They're going to get towards lockers for free. Still doing their due diligence, of course. But JW alone on this side of the map. A little bit too careful. Out in the open, peeking out, not connecting here. Luke and Nikas get 1 each, and suddenly NML is gonna be all alone. And he's feeling the pressure from all sides. Kim cleans it up, and now xSOLOQUEue up to 5.
Yep. Really well-placed positioning. Galing sa xSOLOQUEue. JW kind of missing his shot dito kay Luke, no? I think that would have stopped the offense in his place. Dito sa may lockers area natin. And he just got ran the heck down by Ikos and Kim at the same time. JW getting na naman si Minate dito. And that's the second time Minate is gonna go down para sa XQ, trying to go for that outside play. So I think Luke has to pick up that sniper once again and having to play that role. But I don't like this adjustment though. Galing dito sa Vengeance. They're all going into the B site and they're gonna watch A. Probably just they're just gonna go in. XU is just gonna go in. They're gonna call na A site is clear, and if anyone is coming in from that control room side, that's gonna be big trouble para sa kanila dito. But Luke has the sniper. But look at this A site take, man. They're already in.
With Midnight gone though, and the lack of control that they have, if you see how far RTA is actually, they're gonna be pushing all the way towards RS. And the C4 is so far away, Sneaky, so there's gonna be granted time to the Vengeance squad, but they walk into Kim. First point of contact here, and look at where RTA is actually. He can drop down at any second as they're all occupied by Kim. Here with a wall bang kill, 3v4, and with the bomb down like this, Vengeance have no idea where this pressure is coming from. And RTA is right underneath, right on top of them rather. Waiting for the right time to strike. They're so distracted by Kim here and xSOLOQUEUE that they're not going to be ready for this. Now jumping down up from the heavens, raining death onto the civilians now. Luke and RTA clean it up. xSOLOQUEue. So many layers to this attack, man.
Yeah, Vengeance tried to go for a hard read. Dito sa B site, I think they kind of got baited by all the nades flying in. Galing dito sa may lockers area natin. So they called a B defense early. And they're going to pay dearly for it. Kim, you already know that that man is going to press W. And he's going to keep on pressing W face to face. And he's the one going to get punished this time by JW. But that means Benate is alive for this round. And Luke is also going to pick up the sniper.
Whoops.
So 2 snipers still para dito sa XQ. But one of their entries is already gone.
Man, I don't know what's going on right now. Minate's missing the shots. I think the amount of times he's been taken down is really taking a toll on him. So unfortunate. Now that they are playing on a double sniper setup, of course, xSOLOQUEue, they need to be careful about how they peek on through because they don't really have that kind of speed that you would have out of a rifler. And oh no!
Oh, good cover. But Nomel is still alive. That means Nomel is actually stuck in the locker side. Problema nga lang. Look at where the C4 is, Mr. Josh. Oh! AL will get one, will not get the RTA. Luke's gonna go down as well with the wall bang through the 4-box. Pero Carl will only get that one tap dito kay RTA. 6 and 3. Vengeance, getting the half. And there we go. I mean, Vengeance, they're starting to fight back dito sa game natin. I think they're after yung round where etong XQ just sent it dito sa A side, they started to overextend or over-rotate a lot less, no? So, it's a lot more of a standard defense para sa kanila dito. And Nomel doing a great job just holding down etong machine room natin, fully knowing that the C4 was there.
Yeah, something much needed out of them to try and stabilize here, but now that it's the second half, xSOLOQUEue this time. It's still alive. Minute. A little awkward on that first initiation. But he does get the L, huh? Okay then. I'm not complaining.
The Pinoy repeat never fails.
Well, 1 HP still went for the kill and he did get it.
Still there.
There's no shot. What is this confidence, right? You're down to 1 HP, and eventually does get killed by JW there. It was expected to happen at some point in time.
You're the tap. Just 1 bullet, man. He's done.
Yeah, Vengeance. How slow they're taking this. CBT up into F. 2F tuloy. Vent. And things are going to be awkward from here on out because they don't really have much control over the longer extremities of the map. So it's going to be very central. Coming from mid, coming from woods. Whether or not they choose to take this side. Now flashes out. Kim and I think this is RTA next to him. Holding out the attack. Yeah, they're going to be good for 1 each right now. And the crunch is coming in from behind as well. But JW, they see it coming. They get the kill over onto Luke and CBT. Perfect on the timing as well. It's going to be up to xSOLOQUEue to try and pick up the pieces. He has the C4. CBT out in the open. Now behind the metal box. Fancy footwork be damned right now. xSOLOQUEue could not save it.
Yep, ito na nga yung chance ng Vengeance na makabalik sa game natin. xSOLOQUEue having a good time dito sa BL side, but now it's Vengeance's turn to try and respond to it. MR take, Benate gonna be on low HP. xSOLOQUEue will spot si Carl na nakayukulan dito. And 2 players down. And why is the C4 there? Bakit nandun yung C4 sa MR, brother? Yun lang, just drop it sa base.
It's a mess.
And try to look for something. It's a mess indeed. And rinig na rinig yung pagkuha ng C4 dito. Luke and Kim is just gonna punish that accordingly. That is not well played by the side of Vengeance, pare. Like, if you're gonna go MR, then you're gonna spread out a bit. You can't have the guy carrying the C4 all the way dito sa stairs because once the MR crunch is done and they see the C4 down, everyone's just gonna go forward. And Minate! Naka po, tinuhog na yung dalawang players dito. JW getting si Kim in return, but Minate is still here, man.
Yeah. Now finally a punishment coming from the Mel to take down the enemy sniper. CBT gone. And somehow, some way, right? It's just gunfights across the map right now. No real game plan for these two squads for some reason. And xSOLOQUEue definitely looking like a solo queue game right now. But somehow they're still winning like this. Luke underneath the vents as Namel is venturing forward, trying to find where they are. They know where JW is. He's gonna be down now, but they're not gonna be expecting this. Coming in from behind them, Ikas on 3F, trying to avoid the bullets. Playing hokey pokey. Trying to stay alive now with the lights up in his face. Cannot see a single thing.
So
Spray down from RTA to clean it up. That round was a mess, Sneaky Frog. I don't know what else we could say.
For sure. I mean, XQ preventing VNG from getting anything that they want dito sa round natin. And even itong second mid being fought for, the collat at the start of the round just ended it immediately dito, pare. Without numbers, you can't really take too much map control dito sa subbase. You're gonna have to just send it and hope for the best. Oh, but Luke getting punished for her hubris dito sa metal box. And yeah, 4v5 to start on ground.
Yeah, that was awkward. Yep.
A is open though.
I don't know what's going on with this map right now, man. Like, xSOLOQUEue have lost the plot. They're so close to winning, but somehow they are losing some early situations like this. Now CBT is going to be the first point of contact here out through woods. Finally, a semblance of a game plan here. Minate pushing out towards CBT. Does not see him. Does to check the corner. Now at the last minute, Duck to save his life here. RTA and Kim are going to be left to try and put things back together. Pick up the pieces for them. And they have fumbled the bag. RTA, last man standing. And Carl cleans it up. Vengeance hit 5.
Yeah, that's the 800, 600 vision, pare. Para dito kay Boss Minate, unfortunately. But Vengeance, though, okay.
This is why I play on native.
You could play on native, but it's harder to hit shots. But if you're good enough, you can get away with it naman. For sure. Minate? Oh, what damage they can do dito sa mid. I like na they're bringing the rest of the squad here.
Wow,
but
Carl.
just like how I said, man, the wall bang goes both ways. And si Carl, kukuha niya na nga si Ikos dito. Minate getting itong si Numel. But a 4 versus 4, still no second mid control. I think VNG, they're just gonna send it sa A site. Pero si Minate nandito sa CR. RTA still on towards the floor of A site. Luke just dancing around sa control room natin. And Kim gonna go for the peak. Carl's gonna go down. Luke is gonna investigate for more. Never mind. But the site na lang sila dito. RTA! And Minate goes down. And JW gets itong si Luke. And a advantageous situation turns on its head. Si Kim na lang natitira dito. 10 frags so far from him.
No C4 yet. Flash out for them. We're trying to see where Kim is actually situated right now. And there's the plant finally. 40 seconds now on the clock. He's going to be feeling this time pressure. And you know where he is. Control room smoked off. He has to check the corners. AL, JW, the other side. Peek out from behind the missile now. AL, look at the fancy footwork. Again, dancing in and out of danger right now. Double peek coming in. JLW on the other side. No one's connecting the bullet. But finally, the headshot from Kim. It's looking possible. He has to run it down. He's running out of time. 12 seconds left on the clock now. And he's out of bullets as well. Real out in the open. JW.
Send it.
Keeping it away, but still Kim in his hands. The victory proceeds. xSOLOQUEue get up to set points.
Oh my God, Kim with the final headshot or the final shot dito sa kanyang cold, but that first headshot with the pistol was what he needed to close the distance. between yung dalawang players natin na nasa A side. Grabe ka naman, Lester Manoba. Napaka-asim mo. Luke getting one. Minate getting one as well.
Oh, it's falling apart.
They're sending it. Why not, right? Pero maybe sent it a bit too hard here, Josh. And a 2v4 on match point on their own map pick. This is not looking good para dito sa Vengeance.
No, not at all. You've got two pushing up through woods. Kim checks the corner. CBT's gone. JW has to save the day right now. Will he be able to get that hero play or will he fall flat? There's 2 minutes on the clock, Sneaky. He knows where the C4 is. And xSOLOQUEue, they're slowly exploring the map, looking out for the angles that he could be playing in. They know that JW is the sniper, so they're not going to actively try and play for this.
JW. He's just switching around, making sure that he has all the bags going. So he has an M4 bag, meron siyang AWM bag, and he has an XM bag, just in case he needs to get that shotgun going. But wala tayong Mexico dito sa map pool. Or at least wala tayong Mexico dito sa veto natin. So we're not gonna see that anytime soon.
C4?
But C4 is gonna get picked up, obviously heard by one of the players dito na xSOLOQUEue, and they're
That's
just
a double team
directing.
behind them.
Sinasabi lang nila, Ecos, he might need to peek this man. JW has a sniper. He's very good with it. But against 4 people, it is going to be very tough. He needs to hit a quick scope. Dito kay Ecos. As soon as he turns a corner, unfortunately, off by inches dito, pare. 10-5. Hope na maybe when you don't have much experience sa mapa, no? Maybe it's the same logic that we can apply from a certain game dun sa APAC, pare, that we broadcasted, which is yung port of EP and itong Q9. And maybe it could be just like that, but in compound this time, pare.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. I think, of course, provided that Vengeance does their due diligence, right? Do your homework, watch some VODs in the background and see how it goes. Hopefully, it's gonna be a productive second set for them. But I mean, looking at the highlights, a lot of this did come down to, I think, RCA and Win 8 as well. Getting those shots that were most important, getting the timings right.
It's rough. It really is rough, in all honesty. But Vengeance, you're just gonna have to keep looking forward, no? These series natin, there was some few moments na you could say etong Vengeance actually had the upper hand. Mel had a good game. AL had a good game. Carl was also hitting some shots as well. CBT was also, clutching out some situations para sa team niya. AL, I think he's the leading fragger para sa kanyang team. And JW, man, when he is on, he is definitely on. And those 2 rounds nakuha niya dito si Ben 8, he definitely had the upper hand for the sniper, at least for a bit, dito sa sub-base. But then, second half came around, Vengeance, once na-figure out na dito na xSOLOQUEue what Vengeance is trying to do on their BL side, it just became a lot easier para sa kanila dito. So we're gonna take a look at the set summary. 1.0 AD para dito kay Ecos, 1.44 para kay Kim, RTA with a 1.38, and of course Luke once again posting another MVP performance with a 1.89, 1.13 on 18 AP. Minate, it's always game 1 Minate, pare. Game 1 Minate is always cursed, so I'll give him that. But JW, man, 1.18 AD still doing pretty well dito sa game natin. Rest of the Vengeance squad try to keep up, but it's not enough it's not enough to get it done, pare.
Yeah, it got a little awkward, I think, especially towards the first half of our game, where I think out of Vengeance we saw quite a few very awkward situations happen. The calling was not the best out of CBT either here, playing as the IGL, and it starts to become a little bit of a danger for Vengeance, knowing that, of course, the only excuse for an IGL is because they're calling. But the calling's not working out. So what is missing from Vengeance right now? It has yet to be seen. The MVP for the set will be Luke, 1.89 KD and a 1.13 KPR. Looking really good right now.
Yeah, another one. And you can see itong si Luke, no? Some of the rounds she was actually entering on the sub-base map, which is not easy, no? I think he was trying to go hand in hand, maybe matching the pace dito ni Kim at the Ecos as they're entering dito sa site. We've seen more rifling galing sa kanya dito and having to pick up the sniper from time to time. Did work dito sa kanilang mga ibang BL rounds. And it's just really good to have like a Swiss Army knife type player, no? Who can kind of do everything para sa team.
Yeah. I think xSOLOQUEue, despite the fact by their name, no, that they're called SOLOQUEue and it's in their name, but the teamwork for this team is pretty good, right? The protocols, and you see time and time again, especially when you see Vengeance tried to...
Your enemy is playing, then you guys might be in trouble. But of course, we are gonna jump straight in dito sa compound natin. CB control agad para dito sa Vengeance. CBT just running it down. But, ayun nga, xSOLOQUEue, they're gonna keep it calm sa start ng round. They kind of know where maybe VNG wants to do a tester round though, where they just send it dito sa ating laruan.
Yeah, already here actually very aware of the amount of control that Vengeance have taken. And Minate, I don't think he's gonna be shying away from that. Aware of that possibility. Now, perfect on the angle. AL gone. What is that?
Yeah, Minate's online. And they forgot the C4. Yes, there we go. Classic
Yeah.
XQ, man.
No entry yet.
Exit? Really? I don't like it.
This is strange out of Minate. Look at this. They're up through connector. They actually see Carl in cubicle. They do have the presence of at least one member close by. The existence of this lurk from mid, if you noticed, right? They're not expecting it because Minate again. The backstab comes in at the perfect time. The second kill from him as well. And Vengeance, they get picked apart like it's nothing.
Yeah, and Binate Titus literally ran on in, killed every single player. And yeah, they just got everything that they wanted by Binate. Yeah, on the tester round, maybe he was also testing something, whether or not his cult is online or not. Pero look, nakita na kasi AL trying to send it dito sa may mid side, but couldn't find Luke in time.
That's so much faster, man. Vengeance wanted to start it off fast. Now xSOLOQUEue answering back in kind. The pace being played to the last second. Look at him already inside of tower. You see the nades coming his way, barely avoiding the damage, but now the answer back of kills from both sides. There's only going to be two people on Vengeance left as the smoke clears, but the C4, it's nowhere close to the sites right now. It's not like Vengeance know though. CBT gets taken down. He's doing everything he can to keep himself alive, but now NML. No need to plant the bomb here. xSOLOQUEU's second round secured.
1 second, I'm turning down my monitor brightness, man. I got literally flashed in me like
I feel like
twice.
I was flashed, man. My face is so close to the monitor.
Yeah. Would have wished we had like face cams no? While we're casting, and you would have seen my face fully white dito, pare. AL though, sending it in mid for the third time this time. AL down to 1 HP, and pinasabog na lang siya dito ni Binate. Nako po, pinapcore na dito si AL. Nomel, JW na sa loob ng tower. He has to escape, and he does. Escape for now, pero low HP na agad yung sniper. So Nomel having to pick up the sniper as well.
Yard one, man. Damage done and a kill also for xSOLOQUEue means that Vengeance need to be a little bit more careful about their current positioning. So Ekos gotta be joining RTA on LA here. Namel spotted out in mid. This means that they can take a two-pronged approach here. Carl, desperate to stay alive, trying to back off back through storage. Cannot get away from the danger. That is Ekos. He gets a double kill on the way inside. And now JW left to rot on the other side of the map. The timing taken here by Ekos again. And to stay alive. And now with the plant as well. Pressure coming in for both sides. JW takes down Luke. And CBT gets Kim. 2v3 here. Ekos out in the open. Sprayed down. Takes down the IGL of the enemy squad. And JW is gone. Look at that follow-up coming in from xSOLOQUEue. Picking apart the defense. They had no idea what was coming.
Yeah, maybe it's time para dito sa Vengeance to kind of play a bit farther back dito sa compound, no? I think AL sending it in mid, it's fine if he had a good timing. Pero, yeah, pag alam na ito ng xSOLOQUEue, then they're gonna kind of just play around it and look for that first pick, and then they're gonna go accordingly dito sa mapa natin. Nomel trying to gain that curve angle to take down ng mga CA players natin, but then he just gets poked out of his position, pare.
A little awkward here. Once again, it's gonna be Kim taking that first contact again. I don't know how many. I don't know how many nades he's eaten, man.
magnet ng Granada itong si Lester Manova. Mapa flashban or mapa HE. Somehow, subway, it finds him every single time. Nomel spotted.
It's info gathered. You got a really heavy mid defense here. With Nomel gone, they're gonna try and bolster that defense. They have felt nothing from B side, and look at where Minate is. He's gotten all the way forward. Misses the shot though. So now Vengeance should be aware that he's here. Oh, what is going on right now? Minute does eventually get the kill. CBT! What is that? He's hiding inside of batteries, but he gets taken down anyway. And now, the two-pronged push again from xSOLOQUEue. It's perfect out of here.
4-0 xSOLOQUEue on a roll dito sa compound. Granted, it is their map pick. It's kind of their second option though when they don't have itong Ankara. And they just look absolutely comfortable. So we're gonna have to wait and see what's gonna be the reaction. Para dito sa Vengeance, JW with the left side peek, trying to kill any crossers in towards that catwalk A side. Pero si Nomel at si JW na andito. Nomel, they're just gonna back off, man. They have to back off all the way to CP because JW getting absolutely naded. Pero nakuha pa rin si Ecos. Does not get Kim though.
Right. Shooting gallery up in the middle of the map right now. AL, they know he's here. They do take him down, and Minate has switched over to the rifle this time around. No need for the sniper just yet. Carl, again, nades out, seeing White, but cannot get the shot. Minate takes him down. Somehow he, this guy flashed himself. And that's a little awkward for them. I don't know how they're gonna turn this around, but on the bright side, the C4 is nowhere near this side right now, Sneaky.
Yeah, Minate trying to steal an MVP, pare. I know what he's doing. Oh, pero yun lang, Kim. He gets taken down, and Nomel shoots a few extra bullets on the dead body, pare. 4-1. Vengeance finally get the first round on the board. XQ kind of getting a bit reckless dito sa mapa natin. And let's see what the reaction is going to be. It's still the exact same note. Like 2 mid, actually 1 mid, 3 CA, and they're going to try to get mid control. I like the adjustment though. Galing dito sa Vengeance. More LB presence. Just 2 players a mid trying to pick out anyone peeking in from the container mid side. And let's see what happens. Nomel will get itong si RTA. Not a good start para sa xSOLOQUEue.
Yeah, definitely not a good look when they're taken down early like this. But here, Minate, the answer's back. Oh yeah, he's done that kind of damage to the enemy manpower. And with AL being so low, we're essentially equal right now. But look at the map. They're all the way behind. They're not expecting this. They're in their RS, they're in their spawn, they're in the walls, man. And AL from behind. Minate is gone at the hands of CBT. They know what's happening. It's going to be a 3-man push. They quiet down. As Vengeance trying to piece together where the hell xSOLOQUEue have gone. It's going to be the full on-site takeover onto A. Carl going to be good for 1 AL as well. It's going to be Kim to try and pick up the pieces. What do you do when you're surrounded like this? The C4 out in the open. Carl right in front of you. Headshot now for him. C4 still in their hands. He has to reload. There's no choice. Reposition, try and find a better way to approach the problem here. AL is on the other side of Z. He misses the shot. He knows where he is. But now, trying to push on forward. No, he doesn't see. Somehow, Kim gets the kill off the AL, but JW is for the last second to pull that trigger. Vengeance finally with 2.
There we go. Vengeance bumabawi na nga dito sa game natin. Nomel CBT with some good opening picks. JW was hitting some shots as well. And yeah, the buggy playstyle, man. As soon as they recognize the walang tao dito sa LB, they just crawl all the way right behind enemy lines. XQ almost getting that A side, but not enough. Pero Luke, mapapaback dito sa LB. And they kind of know that CB is in danger here since there's multiple people dito sa B side natin. And the way that you know that is, the player's not gonna peek that confident without fully knowing na meron sa backup doon. Pero CBT, una mahuhulog dito. A-site could be in danger. And yan ang sinasabi ko, since there's so many players in that B, they're gonna assume that CB is safe to push, but it's actually not.
Yeah. Mistakes now made on the other side, and with NML gone as well. Carl and JW gonna have to pick this up. They know where JW is. They're gonna try and double peek this. No conversion from JW. That's taken down by RTA. And now it's gonna be up to Carl,
Kim?
who is playing around. He has no idea what in the world is going on, sir. Somehow, some way, he's still alive, but it's a 1v4. Minate out in the open, baited out. No plan just yet. And they're waiting for Carl to make himself known. They know where he is, but they're getting themselves in position first. And this firing squad on the other side of this door is not going to be the easiest to break up. Flash out and RTA to clean it up finally. xSOLOQUEue back on track.
It's got to be the most Kim way of dying, man, in all honesty. Like, I think he assumed the last player was probably A side, so he's just practicing his jumps. Dito sa B, just jumping in between the railing, in between batteries, and unfortunately, he does pay with his life. Probably surprised, probably jump scared by it. Pero Vengeance Pwede pa naman bumawi. I mean, it's still 5-2, right? The 5-4 still is in the possibilities ng ating Vengeance squad. Mid control, they're just gonna give it for now. Pero JW spotted dito sa gilid. JW does
Wow,
go down.
Kim.
Good shots from Kim. But can they take curve control? They're so slow at going forward here. But Kim, he wants to go. He wants to keep going, man. Pero nagpipigil siya dito. Carl spotted on that A side. And look at the rest of xSOLOQUEue. They're just gonna run it from exit, fully knowing nasa yung isang player dito. Carl will get taken down. Pero CBT, nandito pa rin sa C3. He's not gonna get wallbanged at all. RTA is gonna get that headshot. Nade? RTA almost dying to his own nade. Pero Nate, he can close out na lang around dito. Kim will hit the shot. And 6-2. xSOLOQUEue in full control dito ng compound.
It's looking like a mess right now for Vengeance. I don't know what they have to do, but they need to do it now. Because, I don't know, they've been falling for the trap that xSOLOQUEue have been putting on. Yeah, it's a pug playstyle, but the problem is, I don't think they have as much control of the map as one would want. Here though, in ML, taking out the enemy sniper should be a good step in the right direction. Possibly.
Oh no.
But JW falls at the hands of Ikas. Kim continuing to push up through mid. And this double prong push, you can see up on LB, Luke is lying in wait to spring the trap here. They know where it is. Ikas trying to run it down. He falls at the end. No, somehow he's still alive. And RT elsewhere on the map. They're getting pushed in from all sides. And suddenly, Vengeance, they've run out of space, they run out of time. Carl's gonna be left alone. It's gonna be a 2v1.
Yep, they've run out of juice in this game unless Carl can get itong si Luke. Good headshot. Mapapalipat agad si RTA dito. He doesn't want the deep reads. Instead, he wants to force him on the A side. Look at this read. Pero hindi tumaan ng mid si Carl.
No shot. Minute and 20. Carl's still rotating away. Careful. Aware of the possibility that RTA is making his way forward. They don't know. It's so quiet, right? The amount of time that's still on the clock here opens up so many possibilities for RTA to surprise Mr. Carl on the other side. He's pushing in. They see each other. And a headshot from RTA. Nice and clean. Getting us to this 7-2 scoreline. Now we switch sides and see if Vengeance has an answer.
And xSOLOQUEue now on the second half. And they're on the GR side. I mean, what can you do? You're this much in the lead. Is it going to be a mid-push kali dito kay Kim? Just going to go CB immediately. He's not going to greet those mid players. Instead, he wants to battle it from a different spot. Pero si Midnate with the AK doesn't hit itong si CBT.
A little awkward there on the timing. Now Luke out in the open. Almost taken down here. Too dangerous, too overzealous here coming in from him. But Kim joins the fray from elsewhere. A surprise, to say the least, for Vengeance. They don't know where it's coming from. Now they reunite in mid. Vengeance gonna have to decide what to do. Knowing that RTA gonna be left unchecked. Sprays out onto one, but CBT answering back again. Luke again from curve. What is that? Unexpected on the timing. Perfect in the moment. And now pushing forward more. CBT gone. AL last one standing. And now it's gonna be all up to him. C4's in his hands. He has the opportunity to plant it, but he shoots a shot, makes himself known. He will invest in the possibility of batteries keeping him alive.
Oh, why is he moving up?
6 seconds. He pushes on the way forward. He gets flashed out. Now they know where he is. And Luke to clean it up. I don't know, man. That was a throw if I've ever seen one, Sneaky.
Yeah, I think AL just should have just stayed dito sa batteries, right? He could separate the 1v runs from that spot, but I think he wanted to get an immediate kill, lowing na low na dito si Luke. And unfortunately, the flash was there. He was fully blinded. Barely could see anything. xSOLOQUEue took to make a fast affair against this Vengeance squad. Nades are gonna go through. Oh, Kim is just playing dodge nade. Carl's gonna go down. RTA will get itong si JW. Usually there is a player na nakalaro ng sniper dito sa LA box natin. So you kind of just expect to wallbang it. Just in case you don't see anyone dito sa mid side.
Look at RTA. You gotta have an insane timing here. Vengeance have no idea. They pushed all the way up. And the plan seems to be forming for them. C4 is now on A. RTA. Oh, he walked all the way up. Namel sees him. Ekus. Oh no! Namel's gone. But the plan's gonna come through. It's gonna be a 2v3 to end this round. We'll see if CBT, the way that they're separated right now could work out in their favor though. Because they have not spotted out,
Oh,
right?
narinig si
xSOLOQUEue,
AL,
no
bro.
RTA, the timing is there, but the double
No.
team is too much sneaky. xSOLOQUEue running rampant on compound.
That's why you gotta keep your top box consistent, fellas. Sa lahat ng mga players yan, one footstep can ruin an entire round. And xSOLOQUEue on match point. And what are they gonna do this time? Of course, Kim is gonna push mid. That's a constant thing that you have to worry about. Oh, but he gets blasted by an XM1014. Can I say deserved?
That's
Oh
more,
my god.
man.
Bam, bam.
Ikas, Minate, no! A shotgun of their own here, xSOLOQUEue. They have brought everything out, man. Everything you could ask for is present on this match now. 2 people left for xSOLOQUEue as Minate will fall. Trying to stay alive now. Desperately clinging on to the very last hope that it's not going to end here and now. And they reunite. The amount of life here for Vengeance, it's so low, Sneaky.
Oh, RTA. They're kind of low though. Ayun lang. What gun does Luke have? AK? Yeah, there we
It's
go.
an AK.
It is winnable. If they jump a bit too much into the batteries, that could be bad news. I don't like in position dito ni AL, man. Oh, good thing it doesn't get tagged. CBT. Throwing the flash. That is actually a smoke. Oh, but they're just playing around the batteries, man. This is what I was talking about. But that could be of benefit. Para dito kay Luke.
Time.
Oh, he has one.
What they need. So low.
Oh. Well, 3-9.
We're getting close. Vengeance might have finally found their stride, Sneaky, but it's a long way to go.
Man said we're getting close.
Yeah, it's so close, man. So
So
close.
close, bro. Actually. Oh, Kim! Naka po! Kim,
Oh, he's still alive
galawang may
here.
helmet yung
Oh
idol
my
natin dito.
God!
And Kim getting down. Sinomel gusto yapa mag-push. Binate. Ayun na nga. He's blasting the XM1014. Ah, yeah. PNG, they got it. Ah, no, Luke. That's probably the
That's
ending.
probably it. Yeah, they're running out of space and they've run out of men. Si CBT na lang natira. But...
course,
Okay, it was
Lakers
close.
Pistons,
Okay, that's it. That was the last, man.
That's like watching the Detroit Pistons versus the Houston Rockets about it. If you know, you know. But
If you know, you know.
we're taking a look at the highlights, and yeah, it's a whole lot of XQs. Some of it is VNG, but it is mostly XQ bad.
Yeah, I mean, given the map score we got at the end, I think, of course, there's very little room for VNG to even show up here. I think Luke had a life game. I think Kim had pretty good takes here on this map as well. And shout out to Min8 being the main sniper right now instead of Luke. Big surprise.
Yeah. To be fair, Binate, no, he always, ito yung pattern dito kay Kay, which he always has like an okay game 1, but then when it's game 2, he kind of turns up to like 11 pare. So yeah, I mean, it's pretty good that XU has made it this point. Maybe para dito kay Minate, he might want to step up dito sa game 1, especially when you're up against Exe or itong
Herbie Gaming.
yeah, Herbie Gaming squad natin. So, ayun nga, hopefully that is the case, but we're taking a look at the SEP summary. Who's gonna get the MVP?
10-3?
RTA getting a 3.25, 1 kill per round. Minate 2.29, 1.23. Luke 1.33. I feel like this is kind of the fault of her teammates as well, because everyone's just getting all the kills. And maybe you don't need to see Luke. And Kim with a 1.20, 0.92. And yeah, overall, it's a pretty good game. Still, shout out pa rin dito sa Vengeance squad natin. CBT having a really good game. The rest of the squad kind of suffering under the plate, but you know, it is what it is, man. Someone has to win, someone has to lose.
Yeah, it do be like that. Although, you know, a little uglier is the fact that it's 10-3, you know. Definitely not a close map in the slightest right now. Vengeance definitely gonna have to go back to the drawing board after the... How many matches do they have left? They do still have one against Thompson. So, yeah, like you said, it's a battle of whoever doesn't end up last. But man, if there's anything that Vengeance should have learned from this point, having gone through the group stage like this, it's that they need to spend a little bit more time in the server, especially since a lot of times there are holes that are easily found out by their opponents that are abused time and time again.
Yeah. And yeah, time and time again, this has happened para dito sa xSOLOQUEue. And yeah, I mean, good for them that they only have one series now. Now they can get to go home. You know, Kay gonna go back to see the kids. So, you know, just spend a bit more time with the fam right after this, pare. And we kind of ended things early, no? I have no idea what time we started. I think we started at 4.
I think we started at like 4. It was a quick one, man. It was.
Oh! RTA!
What is that?
How about xSOLOQUEue? Everyone on the team is hoping that someone else will get MVP other than Silu. And, you know, someone got what they want, no? RTA, the match MVP, with a hell of a performance dito sa compound. And, yeah, well deserved, honestly.
Yeah. He was great in cutting off those rotations here in compound so many times. Always waiting towards mid, which, again, right, we talked about how Vengeance, a lot of misplays happened over the course of this compound map, and a lot of those misplays were not checking their corners, where RTA was very conveniently placed.
Yeah. It's just if you have a good game galing dito kay RTA, and yeah, that means your front line is gonna be a lot more front line. That's for sure. 10-5, 10-3 ang ating set score. You know, it's closer dito sa sub base, but then, you know, compound, that's the map pick ng xSOLOQUEue dito. So yeah, just a pretty quick game between yung dalawang teams natin at this very moment. Vengeance still has another game right after this, guys. So expect them to try and gain some redemption naman against the squad of BST. Oh, that's wrong. On the squad of MJB. So let's see if they can take it, pare. And MJB, that would be the opportunity para sa kanila na try and further their lead dito. No? At least increase the map score, which is already in a really good spot on 9-5. And yeah, try to shoot up for that first place, pare.
Yeah, and that round differential too, right? It's not just the map score, but if you notice how much this round differential has, the rounds that they got here at these two games, it's definitely going to be shooting up the round differential as well. But wouldn't be surprised if they do take that first place spot after today's broadcast, although we do have 2 more matches to go.
Mm-hmm. And we're gonna take a look at the team standings, guys. Kung nasa na ba tayo dito sa ating group stage. Not so sure who's first or second or third or fourth, but we are gonna know right after this. Is XQ gonna be actually first place this time? I think so, kasi ayun nga, no, only having 3 map losses this entire group stage is definitely gonna, you know, be of benefit para sa kanila dito. But yeah, looking at the other teams as well. Oh, never mind. They just clinched second.
Oh, okay.
All right. Maybe it is the round differential para sa kanila. I think overall, maybe it's the better win percentage para sa Execration. Herbie Gaming, though, all the way up to 3rd now. Matches be all the way up to 4th. Pastilan Gamer, looking to see if they can get that 4th spot. But it's going to be a tough one, no? I mean, look at the top 4. It's Execration, xSOLOQUEue, Herbie Gaming, Matches B. So it's definitely going to be a challenge, no? Para din sa Pastilan Gamer to try and clinch that 4th spot. But I think it's possible with the way that they played earlier. SBK now 6th, Sombri in 7th, and Vengeance all the way down to 8th. So the round differential really doesn't matter, no? Dito sa laruan natin.
Yeah. And Pastilan Gamer, they're going to be playing that next series on the docket, Sneaky. So we'll see shortly whether or not they can get past Matches B here. Especially since, well, there's quite a lot of things that they need to get past after here. Even if they do win, Matches B still has more win or less losses in them. Considering that, of course, we have now just rounded out